States, if you were to make
Good
like an
afternoon.
online purchase, if you have the credit card.
Hi
Hi
guys,
guys,
welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm joined by.
Veli.
So we're gonna be checking this video for the very first time. If you're new here, please consider liking, subscribing, and the little Mabami coffee will be down. Please go check that out, and let's go right into this video.
Welcome back.
Shall we vibe?
Oh my God. Hey guys, so a little over a month ago I uploaded a video talking about the top 10 things that I had learned in my first year in Sweden. And for the most part, I have gotten a bunch of really nice comments and a bunch of comments that were explaining certain things to me. And that's all great. Like, really appreciated all of those comments. But there were a few comments that snuck in there that for some reason thought I was complaining about 10 things in Sweden, or that I did not like living in Sweden, or that I haven't had a single positive experience since living in Sweden. And I don't know how that came across, and so I'm here to make a redemption video, okay? I feel like the people that left negative comments on that video are just already like, they're warming up for this one too, so I just feel like a big disclaimer needs to go here that this is just a silly video. The last video was a silly video, but if anything, those comments inspired me to make a redemption video. And that's what you're about to see here. I am going to talk about 10 things that I learned and loved since moving to Sweden. And just like the last video, I was trying to find things that were a little less common. I left my entire life back in the States to come here because this feels like home to me and I love the culture here and everything. But I wanted to find those little things that really make it extra special. So
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoy this list and let's get into it.
Bank ID.
So the first thing on my list is bank ID. For those who are outside of Sweden, this is essentially like an app that you can use to verify your identity. I was completely new to bank ID, and since having one, it's made things so much easier, and I really do feel like things are more secure because of it. Some things that you use bank ID for would be to like log into your bank account, either on your phone or on the computer. You can log on to like government websites. Anytime that you're trying to maybe make an online purchase, it'll ask you to verify that it is you by using bank ID. I feel like in the States, if you were to make like an online purchase, if you have the credit card and if you know the address associated with the card, I kind of feel like that's the extent of verifying that the right person is using that card. So yeah, bank ID is something I've actually really liked since moving here.
But when she talks about this bank ID, right, I can actually personally relate to it in the sense that, right, when she said that in the States, all you need is just the the credit card number and the right address, which is not a lot of layer of security if you look into it, and that is why most scammers, right, have it easy to penetrate and scam a lot of people in the States. So if they can get something like this bank ID, it creates kind of like a triple layer of security.
Two-step verification.
Do you understand that you have to? We have something. I feel like we have something similar like that over here. When you want to make a payment, they have to send you an OTP.
OTP, yeah.
Even though you have filled all the right information, they still need to send you an OTP. Like was the day I was about to make a transaction through my UBA or something like that. They had to send an OTP to my former original line.
Whoa.
You understand? And because I couldn't get the number, the whole thing was just cancelled. And that is the added layer of security, which I think, in my own opinion, that bank ID needs a thumbs up. Yeah. So that's just my 2 cents about it.
Number 2 is coffee. Not just that they have amazing coffee, like
but more
Yes,
like
but
Lipton though.
specifically, the
Okay.
coffee is so cheap here. Here, you're able to buy coffee,
This
Yeah.
is a
good
tea.
No, I
coffee,
said I like Lipton
between
more
maybe
than
like
coffee.
30
Okay.
and
My
50
preference.
crowns per bag. That is just crazy to me because in the States, a bag of coffee, if you're talking about the good stuff, I mean, it's gonna cost starting around $6 up to $10 a bag. I would say that's pretty common. Again, this is all my own experience. I don't know where it costs in other places, but I mean, coffee is almost half the price here. And then if you just wait for a sale, I mean, they're always having sales on coffee. I've seen sales where you can get 3 bags for 60 crowns. Like, it's insane. So that ends up being about $2 to $3 a bag. And the coffee is so good, you guys. Let me
Kai,
really
this is cute.
emphasize that part that, like, this is not the cheap stuff. It's so good. Yeah, coffee. It's much better here compared to the States. The prices include taxes, and it's amazing. There's no surprises about the total at the end, and I just don't know why the States doesn't do this. And I know this is, I think, common in other parts of Europe as well, but in the States, some things don't have tax added afterwards, and some things do. So you never really know what the total is going to be at the end.
250,000.
And this is
$250?
Oh,
we're adopting that system
yeah,
over
yeah.
here currently, whereby you buy something, even if you go to a restaurant, they charge you tax, they charge you facility management,
Yes.
like they
At the
charge a
end
lot
of
of
it, like
things.
initially the price you see online is different from your bill. Then you'll be like, why didn't you guys just add everything online so I will know what I'm coming to sign up? So I'm getting a food of 20K, I'm seeing a bill of 50K. How is it? I don't know, like it makes no sense. And the fact they add that, yeah, thumbs up to that.
250,000. 250,000?
So yeah, if you buy a $20,000 car, you still have to add another $1,400 in taxes because that wasn't in the price. I want to know how much I'm paying up front, and in Sweden, I always do.
Yeah, like
Which is perfect.
after let me know how much I'm spending.
Add the
Number
tax and everything
4
before you bring
is
the price.
filing taxes. Yes, you heard that right. That's something that I love here in Sweden because the process of filing taxes is just amazing. It's so easy, you guys. So I just filed my taxes for Sweden and the US. In Sweden, here's how that process went. I logged in using Bank ID. I confirmed a bunch of information and then I just hit submit. That was it. And so after that, I was like, well, that was super easy. I should just go file my US taxes right now. And then that took several hours over the course of a couple weeks because I had to gather documents. I was missing this document, and they hadn't sent it to me yet, so I had to wait for questions, and you're trying to figure out which deductions you can take and which things you qualify for.
Taxpayers
To let people who
into
make
paying.
$69,000 or less file for free, no strings attached.
In the end, you're never quite sure if you got the exact number you were supposed to, but you hope you did. If you do it wrong, you get in big trouble. But Swedish taxes, they're great. No
Wait, what?
complaints.
She says if you did the tax wrong, you're in trouble. Why would you be in trouble?
Sweden
Like,
just has
you
the
know-
best stuff. We've got dishcloths, we've got chip clips, twisty ties for your bread, brooms and pans that are stuck together, the laundry room dryer that you can hang dry stuff, the scheduling board outside of the laundry room because it looks super cool, the sink scraper, windows and doors that you can lock into place if you move the lever down, kitchen sinks where the counter is also half of the sink. There's probably a lot more.
Outdoor gyms?
Outdoor gyms. They're so cool. Oh, yeah. I've never seen one until moving here, and I
I've not seen
love
one
the
before.
outdoor gyms that I've found here in town. You know, you get to be outside, they're free, you can get a good workout, and everybody has access to it, and I've seen a few of them around. So I love that it's a thing here and that people actually
Wow.
use the outdoor gyms.
So keeping fit is not an option.
Number 7. In my last
Yeah, go
video, I
first.
talk about cues and how cues are used for so many things here. I got a handful of comments that asked me why I hate cues, and I was just like, "What? I never said I hated cues. I love cues." So cues made it into this video as well. I just didn't realize that Sweden uses cues for everything, it seems like, you know. And of course, I love cues. I love that they really do make things more orderly and more fair, and I don't know, that's what they're for, right? They just add more order and fairness into who's been waiting the longest. In my last video, I was just making fun of myself because I have made the mistake multiple times of either forgetting to take a queue number or just thinking I didn't even need one because I was the only one there. So yeah, I promise you guys, I love queues, okay? Queues are great.
You're convincing us.
Stroller ramps on staircases. I'll be putting picture. I had never seen one until moving to Sweden. And so I've seen many of them in Stockholm, but I have seen a few here as well. They're really handy for strollers, and I think also if you're walking like a bike up and down the stairs or something. So yeah, I think those are great and something I'd never seen until moving here in Sweden.
Berry picking.
So last year I went berry picking for the first time, and it was so fun. There are just so many different types of berries that grow here, like just out in the wild. What I realized from berry picking
You're
was
gonna love
that
it.
the blueberries are really fun to
Okay.
pick because you'd have like a little scoop thing. If you just kind of combed your way through the bushes, all the berries would separate and then fall down into the little canister thing. Did I help explain it with this? I love raspberries the most in terms of flavor, but picking raspberries was kind of a nightmare because I saw so many maggots. You guys, it was disgusting and very unfortunate. Can't blame the maggots. Raspberries are delicious, but yeah, did not have a lot of fun trying to pick raspberries. So hopefully I'll have some better luck this year. I think I was trying to pick the raspberries a little too late into the summer.
Är det bärtider nu?
Ja, men det är det, men det är slutet utav säsongen.
Okej.
And so maybe if I can pick some earlier, the maggots won't get to them first. We're talking about maggots in this video. Woo!
Shoehorns.
I still don't like shoehorns. And number 10 is Fredagsmys, which I think I'm saying that right.
Fredagsmys.
I don't know if that actually translates directly in English. Basically, it refers to, you know, a Friday night, and instead of going out and having a big Friday night with a bunch of friends and drinks and partying, you stay inside and you spend the evening with your family or by yourself and just have a nice cozy night inside. And
My
maybe
type
watch a
of night.
movie
We did
and
that a
have
lot, yeah.
snacks or, I don't know, play board games or something. And this was a brand new word and concept to me when I first moved here, and I love it. I feel like for me personally, I always have a sense of FOMO if I don't go out, when in reality, most times I just want to stay inside and just enjoy a night at home instead. And so I feel like Fredagsmys kind of makes it more acceptable to just stay in and enjoy the evening after a long week of working. And who knew that years before moving here, I think I was always doing Fredagsmys. Okay, well, that was my redemption list. You know, it's always hard to narrow down 10 because there's so many more that could be in the list, but, you know, I try to pick ones that are maybe a little less common or something that I've noticed personally, that even if it's the smallest thing, like the little plastic pieces that you guys wrap around the bags of bread. Like, I swear, if you guys have ever tried to use one of these, then you'll understand how much better it is to use the ones that you guys have here, where you just fold it You just fold the plastic over and it's sealed. It's so much better. So I hope you guys like this video. Always appreciate if you could like, comment, subscribe, and I think that's it. I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Hey do.
I would say for sure, like the number one on this list is that tax for me, in the sense that knowing the full price of what you get before going there to get here.
Especially when they put tax, God, it's so annoying.
The last time I went to this restaurant, so we finished placing our order, blah blah. Long story short, they brought the tax. Then they saw the bill.
I'm like, what?
It was going crazy.
Like,
Like the bill was kind of double the price of the food and everything. Like how?
who does that?
Like why? Like, and initially on the pricing, it's not even there, so you kind of feel cheated at that point. Like why lure me into this trap, knowing that this is what you have planned for me?
And the most annoying part of that whole thing was that the food was trash. I don't want to mention the name of the place, but the food was not. Presuming you are charged that amount for something that at least has that taste, you'll be like, okay, yeah, this is worth it. But you know, everything was so undone. Don't remind me of that place, because every time I remember that place, I just have this PTSD that I just get furious.
Yeah.
What?
So I think the one I like the more is the berry pickle.
You like free berries. Over here, we kind of pay a lot to get berries, any type of berry, because like we pay a lot to get. You don't like we don't grow naturally over here.
We don't really have much of berries.
Yeah, we don't grow it naturally over here. Most of them are being imported or they're growing in a particular region. So transportation and everything, like the price is high. And I would say the bank ID. Yeah, that one's also a thing here, but I want like O2P. They send you a pin. One time pin for you to confirm.
Like, I feel like their bank ID is different from the OTP we call it.
But like, I'm not saying it's kind of related. It's kind of similar, like similar experience. This whole video was very nice. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section down below. If you're new here, please consider liking, subscribing. The link to my Buy Me Coffee will be down. Please go check that out. And I hope to see you guys at my next video. Stay safe and bye for now.